Hello and welcome to another Rogue Company video. Very exciting news, the Vice update is officially out, adding a new map and some other new features which I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Starting things off with obviously the most prominent feature, they added a brand new map in. It's called Vice and it's officially part of the rotation of Demolition and Strikeout and Practice Demolition as well. It's a fairly interesting map. You can probably see it in the background gameplay now, and it's very city-like. It's got police cars, flashing lights, and it's basically like a kind of nighttime city, capturing the nightlife of certain cities. On update day, when it released, there was a new mode called Shooting Range, and for some reason that has been taken out of the game, maybe because of some issues, but I was lucky enough to play some of the Shooting Range, so I'll show some background gameplay of that now. I was able to get in. I have heard, and I have seen myself, ridiculous bugs. I mean, Bad Terminator has had his whole account reset because of a bug. Like, it's crazy. So, Hi-Rez really need to get on fixing some major bugs like that, game-breaking, really quite serious bugs. The shooting range is interesting. It's got loads of bots which you can shoot at, and they don't do anything. They just kind of walk around. But yeah, you can use all rogues, and you can use all their abilities and practice and stuff. It also gives you a crap ton of money, which is great. You can just buy anything basically and try it out for yourself. And also, I think there's a new graphic for like when it says open shop, up arrow on the D-pad to open shop. So I'm fairly certain that's a new graphic as well. In terms of slightly smaller minor details, they've basically increased the bleed out rate from 9 seconds to 12 seconds. They also added an undo button in the shop for those sneaky occasions when your finger slips and you buy the wrong thing. We've all been there. There's one thing which we're missing out here though, which is quite major. They've finally added in the Deserter AFK penalty system. So I'm just reading off the official patch notes on Reddit now. In order to provide a more fair experience for players, Vice Update will implement a new system to discourage leaving matches early and going AFK. Please note specific penalties could change based on data and feedback. To be eligible for a Deserter penalty, a player must fall within one of the following categories. Left match early, a player who leaves a full party, not through disconnection. AFK, a player who has met our inactivity criteria, or hasn't taken a valid action for approximately 2 minutes. And disconnected, a player who is disconnected for at least 5 minutes before the match ends. Upon meeting one of these criteria, a player will be unable to queue for a match for a period of time based on the number of offences. Players will see a timer denoting how long until they're able to queue again. I have not experienced a Deserter penalty, and I know it's going to be so useful having this Deserter penalty. It'll discourage people from leaving and things like that. It's so annoying. So the first offence is 5 minutes, the second offence is 15 minutes, and the third offence is 30 minutes. And finally, the last one is 3 hours. I'm just glad it doesn't really ban you from the game. I believe some of the rogues have new voice lines. Dima, Talon, and Ronin, they all have additional voice lines now. And they fixed a load of bugs as well. That's basically everything in this update. With some of the maps, they adjusted some things. For example, in Icarus, they adjusted the spawn locations, and in High Castle, they repropped the top of the stairs. So, there's just little details like that. There is some stuff still left in Phase 1, and if the leaks are true, then Phase 1 will be ending extremely soon, which means we'll most likely get another update at some point with the other features from Phase 1, you know, the player customization stuff, and also the surrender system, which we're hoping to get. I can't wait until the next phase comes out though, because that's when we get into the juicy stuff. Let's hope they add shooting range back again. It was really useful when I played it, and it'll be a lot of fun to just kind of play around. Now, one thing I do want to mention is a couple of days ago they had extraction as one of the modes, and then they removed it, supposedly because, and they put this on their Twitter now, extraction is a limited time mode. This means that some other modes, for example 2v2, those might also be limited time modes, and they will return just for smaller periods of time. So that's one thing we know now. This game does indeed have limited time modes. That's basically everything which I want to talk about, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video sometime soon. Goodbye.